in the silent hush before dawn, when the world still clings to the remnants of night. Stories surface. Stories that whisper of mysteries beyond life and death. Across continents and cultures, tales of reincarnation persist, passed down through generations, cloaked in awe and trepidation. But what happens when these stories are not the faded recollections of old souls, but the vivid memories of children who speak of lives they should never have known? Consider the case of a little boy in rural India, no more than 5 years old. From the moment he could talk, he claimed to be someone else. A man from a neighboring village, a farmer who met a sudden, violent end, he described with unsettling detail. A life filled with toil under the sun. The laughter of a wife, the sound of his own name echoing across fields. When his parents took him to the village he led them unerringly to a house he claimed as his own. There, he recognized people he'd never met, pointing out a woman as his wife and children as his own. The villagers, at first skeptical, were silenced by the boy's knowledge of secrets only the deceased could have known. Such stories are not unique across the world. In the mist-shrouded hills of Scotland, a young girl stunned her family with tales of a past life on a distant island. She described a white house by the sea, spoke of a black dog she played with, and recounted the tragic accident that ended her previous life. When her family traveled to the island she described, guided only by the girl's memories, they found the house just as she had said. The black dog, the family, the accident, all confirmed by local records and aging photographs. It is as if a thin veil separates this life from the last, and sometimes for reasons unknown. That veil lifts for a moment, bearing secrets not meant for the living. Scientists and skeptics have tried to explain these accounts, suggesting coincidence, influence from adults, or the restless creativity of childhood minds. Yet some details defy logic, slipping through the cracks of rational explanation, leaving only questions and a lingering chill. In Vietnam, a boy barely old enough to walk insisted his real home was in a town miles away. He spoke of his previous parents, of a small pond where he drowned, and of a scar on his chest. His current parents, frightened yet compelled, visited the town and found, as he described, a family who had lost a son to a tragic accident by the water. The boy's knowledge of their lives, their home, and the scar that matched the drowned owl. Child's injury unsettled everyone present. Each of these stories shares the same haunting thread. Memories too precise, emotions too raw, knowledge too specific for imagination alone. These children speak of love lost, of tragedies endured, of unfinished stories that seem to linger unresolved. In hushed tones, their families recount the fear and wonder, the feeling that something otherworldly is unfolding before their eyes. What draws these souls back? Is it love, revenge, unfinished business, or something beyond human comprehension? Across the world, from ancient Buddhist teachings to modern documentaries, the question persists. What if death is not an end but a passage? A turning of the wheel. These stories leave us to wonder about the nature of existence itself. Are our lives merely chapters in a longer narrative? Threads woven through time and space, destined to cross again and again? Or are these tales nothing more than echoes of imagination, shaped by longing and grief? As the dawn breaks and the shadows recede, The stories remain unanswered, unsettling, and endlessly fascinating. The truth lies shrouded in mystery, just beyond our reach, waiting for another child in another time to remember what the rest of us have forgotten.